In this video, I will do a demonstration of creating a title block in A3 paper size. No, A4. Sorry. So this is for A4 paper size with portrait orientation. Okay, so let's begin. So we have already here an example of the title block. So to create this title block from the draw commands, we will use line first. There are other commands here that we can use also to draw this title block from the draw command, like a rectangle. Okay, but for now let's familiarize the line command in creating this title block. And of course we have to use the modify commands to complete or to be able to complete this title block. Okay, so there are also several commands here in the modify command that can be used to create or to combine this with the line command so that we can make up this title block, or we can make this title block. So here we will use trim in cleaning the corners, for example. But aside from trim, we have to use also the command move. For example, in creating not move. That will be in the other videos. So we will use here offset. Okay. So from the modify command, so we will use the trim and the offset, and then later when we will put this text or the informations in the title block, so although still not at this time a part of the topic, but because we need to put information, so we can use the text command. There are two options, multi-line and the single line. Okay, but we will use for now single line only. So that will be the last in the last part of creating this title block, putting text. Okay, but there will be still a separate demonstration in about these annotations, so the text and the dimensions. Okay, so let's start to draw this title block. So again, there are several methods to draw this, but as I said, we will use first the line from the draw commands, and the trim and offset from the modify command. Okay, so let's begin. So first is you have to know what is the dimension of the A4 paper size, ISO A4 paper size. So that is uh, the X, or the horizontal, is 210 millimeter, and the vertical, or the Y, is 297. Okay, so let's say we will not use, or we will not display the grid, and also use the snap mode. Okay, so you can start anywhere in your drawing area, or the drawing space. So this one, the black screen. You can start from any of these vertices for your first point. Say I start from this top left corner. Okay, so I'll use the command line. If you prefer to use the toolbars, okay, here, so you can use this, or you can also type L for line command. Depends on your version. I think in 2014 meron na rin ganitong prompt. Now when you type a letter, the first letter of your command, it will give you several options, a preview. So to give you a preview of what command is are you going to use. So since you type L, so line, there are also length, layout, leader, lay on, layer, and lay off. So you can click this to start making a line, or you can just type here. So the shortcut for line command is L, and you can press enter. Okay, so let's say ano na lang muna, we will use the toolbars here. So I click line. So if you look at the command line, it will ask you specify first point. But actually, if you are very proficient na in AutoCAD, even without looking at the command line, you know already what's your next step in creating line. So first point, click, and so you can drag to which direction you go first, to the right or even to the left. Of course, if you drag to the left, because you have here a sample, so it's not good, because it will overlap this existing drawing. So either left, or you can go down. And also, by now, you know already that to have a accurate vertical line na 90 degrees is you have to turn on the ortho mode. So either you click this, or you can press F8. Okay, so I will turn this on. Click, then unlike in using the grid and the grid snap, which is very slow, the method here is we use the direct distance entry, meaning you have to type the length, for example. So this is 297, and if you see in my crosshair, makikita mo na yung tinype mo na. You will see the distance that you type, 297 mm. Okay, we'll use millimeter. Okay, then so it will ask you next point. So next point is, since you type already the length, so you can press, you have to press enter. Yeah. Okay, then drag to the next direction, which is to the left. So the width or the length of this horizontal line is 210. So you type 210, enter. Then at the top, going up, so same measurement then, of course, kasi ano yan, because this is a rectangle. Okay, with each of the two sides have equal lengths. So type 297, enter. Then here, no need to type the 210 kasi because if you turn on your object snap which is the end point, for example here, it will automatically give you the option to just click here, no need to type. Okay, so you can click here, or actually although I have stopped, I did not continue the drawing of the lines continuously, so I begin again here. So there is no option for close, which is another option that no need to type the length, for example. Okay, for example, let's say I will continue from here. So this is 210. No, not 210, 297. Okay. 297. Then one option is because I stop again. Okay. So what I mean is with close is this one. So I repeat this. Okay. So first point, then 297, then 210, then 297, then without clicking this but typing C, enter, or you can also click here yung close. It will automatically end here, close the line and make it into a rectangular shape, which is the size of the A4. Okay, so that's one option. Of course, another option is again, so 297, 210, and 297, and just click. Okay, but when you click, it's still not finished, because if you see, if you drag going up or to the left your cursor, your mouse, okay, so there is still an active command to draw a line. So to finish this, again, either you click this close, or you can press enter, or you can press escape. So either enter or press escape. Say I will press escape. So finished. Okay, then next is this border, this line, the border. Okay, so they are all equal. in space from the edges, or the measurement from the edges of the outline of the A4, which is the outermost rectangle. Okay, so we will use the command offset. Okay, offset. As I said before earlier, there are other commands which you can use also to create this, but that will be let's say I will show that here in the other example. So I will use the command there, copy. So earlier I said focus lang, we'll just focus on the offset. So I'll change that. I will add another command which is copy, so that you have more new options, okay, of using another modified command. Okay, so offset. So this, the measurement from this, the edge of the paper up to the border is 10 mm, or let's say, we'll not assume, let's say this is an mm, but the units, okay, so 10. So offset again, you can use the toolbar, or you can type here the command O and enter. So that's offset. Okay, so I'll use this toolbar, offset, click. So it will ask you specify offset distance, or so these options here are in creating also, or let's say erasing the lines that you draw, or the object that you draw. So let's not bother with these three options first. We'll just use the distance here. Okay, so you are asked to how much is the distance that you are going to offset from the original line. So you have to type 10, enter. So when you type 10 and then press enter, so your crosshair become a tick box. It means you can now select or click the lines that you want to offset. So, and it's continuous. I think version 2014 you can already continuously pick and not repeat the command to offset again. Okay, so click, and of course you have to bring your crosshair, the cursor, which shows the, actually here it shows a crosshair because you have become a active command. Okay, so it will give you a preview if you bring inside the paper your cursor. Okay, so it gives you a preview already that your offset will be going in that direction. Say, but if you move your mouse to the left, so and then you click, that is wrong because you increase the size of the paper, so it will not be A4 anymore. So inside, okay, click. So when you click, the command is still active, meaning you can continue to click the lines that you want to offset with the same length or distance or measurement, because it's only possible if they are all the same. But if you want to change the distance because they are not all equal, then you have to repeat the command. Okay, like say for example here, I will have three sides that are equal, here, here, and here. Okay, but at the top I will make that 15. So the command is still active, so you need to press enter, okay, to finish and repeat the command. To repeat the command, either you press enter or you can right click. So there is a shortcut here, repeat offset. So it's up to you. Okay, so I will repeat the command, okay, which was offset. Then previously the distance for the offset was 10, but we need to make 15, so you have to type the 15 again. 15, enter, and click enter. So that's how to change the distance or measurements when doing offset. Finish first all those with equal measurements, so continuously keying, and then if you will change the distance of the offset, so you need to repeat the command and enter the new distance. Okay, so next is see the this line. So you need to offset this line from this line. So this line has a distance of 25. This one from here. Okay. So you need to use the command again, offset, then type the distance, which is 25, then enter, and select this line and click going up. Kasi if you click going down, so mali, or it's wrong. Okay, then we have to make this line, or we go first with this one, the one in the middle. Okay, so this is half of 25, so that is 12.5. So you use the command offset and type the new distance, which is 12.5. Enter, then click and click. Okay, then this line, so the distance of this is 40. Okay, so from this line you offset going to the right. Okay, so use the command offset, then type the distance 40, enter, click and click here. Okay. Then you have this line here, that vertical line, which has a distance of 62.5. So repeat the command offset, then type the distance 62.5, 62.5. Enter. Then click this line and click to the right. Okay. The next, you have this line 62.5. Okay. Since these are the same, there you have two 62.5, so no need to change. So just press enter to repeat your last command na offset, or you can also click here and check. So whatever is the here in the command line, the value of the distance 62.5. If you want to use that again, so no need to type, just press enter and click to the right. Okay. And of course, even if I will not dimension this, it's already determined because of the this is the remainder of the length from here to here. So you will have no more to offset going to the right in this major distance. But take note, you have still this short line here and this short line here. So we will use again offset. So this line, okay, from here is 20, and also this one is also 20. So meaning just one command of offset and typing the distance 20 and clicking 2 times. Of course, the line here and this line here. So offset. So you need to change the distance, so type the new distance, which is 20, enter, and you click to the right, and this one is going to the left. Click. Okay, so all lines are done now. You only need to clean the extra lines so that you will have a title block that looks like this. That should be like this, without the text first. Okay, so this is your aim in without the text first. Okay, this should your title block should look like this. Okay, then so we will use the command trim. As I said, there are other commands in the modify commands that can be also used, but maybe in your other exercises we will have demonstrations of those other modify commands, which can also make the same result of this title block. So trim. So I am using version 2022. So let's say I think 2015 or 2018 to the current to the newest version. Even with just clicking the toolbar here, you can immediately click the lines to be excess line to be trimmed. But in earlier versions, you still have to one step before you can start trimming those excess lines. I think in 2014 you have to you cannot directly trim or immediately trim after clicking the toolbar of the trim. You still have either to press another enter, or you have to make a selection for the reference to click those lines. Okay, like for example, so I'll show you. So let's say this is version 2014 and earlier versions, or up to the versions where there is no option to, after just clicking and then immediately perform the operation trim or the command trim. So for example, I click here trim. So there are options here. So we will use these two, the cutting edges and the crossing. So let's say cutting edges. So you can click or you can type letter T here. So this is an option. If you see here in the command line, the letters, the options, the options here with the capital letters is the shortcut to type. Yeah. Say for cutting edges, you can type T and enter. But again, if you don't want to type, you can just click this. Let's say let's click this cutting edges. Okay. Cutting edges. So when you select the option cutting edges, it will ask you. You have to analyze the drawing. Well, what are the cutting edges? So the cutting edges, for example, you have to trim this line from the edge of the paper and the border. So your cutting edges would be this line, this line, this line, this line, and also the lines that cross in the drawing space. So this line, okay, then press enter. So when you press enter, when you hover your pick box on the lines that you are going to remove, it will give you already a preview of the pick box with an X sign, meaning you can now start trimming. Like so, you can do a crossing like this, so that it will be faster, not individual. Okay, and then click. Okay, repeat like this, crossing, click, so it's faster from here going here. But if you're afraid, so it's also you can use individual trimming. Okay, so it's better if you want to, for example, do a crossing selection. It's advisable for those lines that are near to each other, like here, so that you can see exactly if you pick the right lines. Because if it's, let's say, you zoom out the drawing, maybe you will make a mistake of clicking the lines that should not be trimmed. Okay, so click, then click, click, and click this. So also this one here and this one here, and also this one and this one. Okay, so that's one option. So I will undo. Okay, So another option in trimming, so when you click and then press another enter, so that's the shortcut, meaning you can even again click the toolbar, then press enter, and then you can immediately uh, immediately uh, trim, then press enter. You can immediately select. So click the toolbar and press enter, then you can trim the lines that you want to remove. Like this. Okay? Or another option. Okay. So I have already given you two options. So it's up to you which one you prefer. Is okay, trim. Then select this option, crossing. Okay. The best way to use this option, crossing, is so you click crossing and you select all, then enter. Wait a minute. Crossing, okay, like this, okay. Crossing, meaning you will not pick, but I think even by picking you can still trim. Okay, but crossing is as I said, you cross or across several lines where you want to remove. Pick, or you do crossing selections. Okay, or another, so I'll make the command offset, and, not offset, trim. Okay, trim, then you have to use this option, cutting edges, actually, and then you can do crossing selection, then press enter, and you can do also do crossing selection or picking the lines to trim. In the newer versions, which actually I am using, it will be much faster, because just one click and you can select immediately like this. Okay, so trim, and then I can immediately do crossing selections. This is in later versions. This one is not available yet in version 2014, and I think up to 2017. Okay, so trim. So next is we will do, or we will put this text in the blocks. You have several blocks here. Meron pa pala akong, I have missed some lines to trim. Okay, so next we will put these informations in the blocks. So first is the uh, name of the school. Say example UPHSL, then Binyan. Okay, so we will use this command here, the single line text. So select the single line text, or you can type T. Okay, so select the single line text, and when you select or you type T, enter, you will be asked specify start point of text or justify or style. So we will use whatever is the already here in the default text loaded, the style. Okay, so to check that, you can go to the annotate, so tab, not tab but the yes, tab. Okay, then check here. So the text styles here are, if you click this small triangle here, we have annotative, standard, so 2. So because later we will have separate demonstration on how to create text styles later. So for now, we either annotative or standard. So let's say we use this standard. So if you use this, you have to click this, so that it will be the current text style. Okay, then you create a text. So here, the current one here is multi-line text. You can select the single line. Okay, then you will be asked start point. So you can start anywhere here. Okay, because you can still adjust the location of this text by using the command move. Okay, so let's say we'll start here. Okay, and also take note, we can also accurately indicate what is the distance from this line, for example, to the first point of the text. Yeah, but that will be later. So we'll just estimate for now. Okay, so I'll click here. So then you will be asked specify height. So I put here 6. I think 6 is we'll use the 6 units. Okay, so in your case, if that is not 6, you have to type here 6. Okay, and enter. After typing the height of the text, which is 6, and press enter, you will be asked specify rotation angle of the text. So 0 only, so meaning horizontal direction, so 0. So no need to type 0 if the current angle here is 0. So just press enter. Now you have a prompt here. It gives you a prompt to type the text now. So type you press or make the typing in caps lock. Okay, so UPHSL, then you can click outside and press enter to finish. Okay, or also again I'll repeat, so text, I'll estimate my start here, click, and the height is 6. So if the current height of your text is not 6, you have to type 6. But for mine kasi is 6 already. So you have to type and press enter. Type 6 and press enter. Then the rotation, so 0 only. So if your the rotation of your text or angle of your text is 0, so no need to type 0. Just press enter. Then it will give you a prompt now to trim, type the text. So UPHSL. So earlier, my option is to click away from the text, but you can also, the other one is you can press enter and press enter to finish. So you have two options there to complete your command of creating text. Then, so the location, as you can see, is not, or the position is not on the center. So you can use the command, this one, move. Okay. Then select the text, press enter, and you can your base point. You can select away from any area away from the text, or even the grips here. Okay, like here, you can also use this, but I prefer, say, away from the text, but not so far away, so just nearby. Okay, click and estimate if you want to make it on center. But if you notice, my auto mode is on, so meaning I have my the direction of locating this text is only restricted to horizontal and vertical. So you can off this auto mode so that you can estimate in any direction when you put or locate your text. Okay, say I will put here, click. Okay, then the next one, Binyan. So I think this text of Binyan is 3.5 or 4. Okay. So there are several ways also of creating new text. One is I will just use the command copy. Okay, select this, enter, then select your base point and drag to a location that you desired. Click and then press enter to complete, or press escape. Okay, but since this is smaller than the UPHSL, so you have to click this and click right and then right click and select properties, where you can change the height of the text here. Okay, so that's one option. But let's start again, Beno, so that you will get familiarized more with creating text. So from what we did with this UPHSL. Okay, but actually this is slower compared to copy and just editing. So later, when you are very familiar, for sure you will use that option, copy and then edit. But for now, let's use so that you'll get more familiar. So again, text, I'll click here, then the height I will change now to 4, enter, and rotation 0, so just press enter and type Binyan. Okay, and use the command move here, select the text and select your base point, and then move the text. Okay, so here, binyan. Actually, the inye can be also those who don't know how to access that symbol inye, just put a line. Okay. But that is not yes, it will show that it's like an inye, but there is an option that you can use the symbol. Okay. So we'll check, for example, where is that symbol? Here, I think insert symbol, wait a minute, I'll say symbol. So in insert, okay, so I am now here in insert. I'm looking for a symbol. Where is that symbol? Symbol. Insert symbol. Okay, wait lang. Symbol, where are you? Let me find first. Okay. Okay, so I cannot find the symbol, but you can use the Unicode characters in typing for the Enye, for example. Card symbol Unicode for Inye. Inye is for Inye. Where are you? Inye. Inye. Wala rito. Not here. Inye. 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 Diameter. Okay. So for now, we will leave that as is, meaning the binyan is without the not the inye but the n. So I will check, I will find later where is it located, the symbol. But one more time, let's check. Symbol, insert, blocks from libraries. I think I have to maybe select first. Let me check. Not available. Not available. Inye. Okay. Anyway, so I will see the help first in creating inye. Okay, so let's continue for the meantime. So next is this text, student, activity, scale, mark, section, subject, and instructor. And this 1:1 mm. Okay, so they are all the same. They are with height 2.5. Okay, so let's create again a text. So from here, click, then click here, then height, so you have to change the height, so type 2.5, enter, then angle is 0, so if it's currently in your command line it shows 0, so just press enter. Now you type, so let's say 2, then okay, then press 2 times the enter to finish. Then all you need to do is, because this is a repetitive, so here you can use copy. Okay. But if you think the placement of this text is still not good, you can use the command move and adjust. Say so turn off the ortho mode. Say here is okay, then copy, use the command copy, click, select this text, enter, then select your base point, so that because this is very important, so that no need to move again, estimate where is the location, because you want to copy the exactly the same location of this text in each of the boxes or the blocks. So the best location of your base point is here. Okay, click, and when you bring that to each of the boxes, so the one at the upper left corner is your the destination. When you click, okay, click, 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 and click. Okay, so if you are done copying, then press enter. Now of course you have to edit this text. Okay, so you have student, then activity. So to edit, just double click, okay, the text that you want to edit, then type activity. Okay, then the other one is scale. You can click here, scale. This one is mark. Then here is section. Then here is the subject. Then here is the instructor. Okay, so done. Next is the other size of the text, which is for the name of the student, the name of the exercise, the name of the subject, the section, and your instructor. So you, as I said, yung option earlier that I showed you, just copy and change the text height. That's the more faster method, but again, the purpose is for you to familiarize creating text. So select single line text and then put here, for example, the location, then enter the height. So that height is 4, so type 4, enter. Then the angle is 0, enter. Then you type, say, student. Who's the name of the student? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, click, enter. Yeah. If you are not satisfied with the location or the placement, so you can use the command move and adjust. Okay. Okay, then you can copy using the command copy and put your text here, so here I did not put the another texture in the subject because the texture from the section is very long, so I will copy later. So say activity, exercise. So you know already how to edit text, huh? Double click, exercise 1, for example. Then if it's not, you want to put this on the center, so use the command move and move. Then section, so let's say E1A. So you can also move this if you want to put this in the middle. Then subject, I can now copy this and put here. So here I'll put here, edit, draw 1202, and this one also edit R J Manisel. Okay. You can also adjust the location or placement of this text. Okay. And next is the scale. So just copy maybe from here and put here and edit, say 1:1 mm. Okay. Then just use the command move to adjust the location. So this is how to draw your or make your title block. Basic, kasi there are more other complicated title blocks that you will be using in some of your works. So maybe in another exercise we will use A3, for example. So we will use the A3 and it's in portrait orientation. Okay. So of course it became bigger, So we have to adjust the uh, title block also. Okay, or if you remember your title block in draw 101, you can follow that format. So you can make your own following that format. Okay, so that's it for um, creating the title block. Okay, so I'll make another video separately for your 3 exercises. Not, maybe I will skip the exercise one because you have done it, and I hate it because it's very slow because you are using the grid and snap to grid. Okay, so I'll make demonstration of the next 2 activities, the activity 2 or exercise 2 and exercise 3. Okay, so that's it for the creation or creating a title block.